Hello everyone, I hope all of you are good. Once again, this is part 2 of my previous video. Last video was about free practice number 3. Now I'm going to be making another very important video, and this reaction is going to be very important. It's qualifyings, and before I start talking about these qualifyings and the importance of qualifyings and Ferrari's performance, I just want to say to all the new Formula 1 fans how important qualifyings is, and it's really important in this sport. At first, when I was a new fan a few years ago, even I never understood why was it so important, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, a lot of people will say that Sunday is more important. It's the race is always important, and yes, I do agree. But your grid position for every pilot, or your favorite pilot, it's really important because it does put a lot of effect. For example, because overtaking in Formula One, it's difficult. These pilots are professional pilots. They have been racing their whole lives. So these overtakes are never going to be easy. Yes, some races have bigger overtakes, many more overtakes, or if the driver is just a little less, like he just less skilled, less experienced, then yes, overtakes are going to happen. But in general, for the top fives, it's really important because we have a lot of talented pilots in the front, right? So really important. It's a really important session, and the last thing I'm gonna say before I start my reaction is it's the last qualifyings of the season. This is gonna be wrapping up the last session of Formula One in 2022. So now we have one more event left. Now it's race day tomorrow. So many emotions. I don't even know what to start from. I'm just so happy to be a fan of Formula One. It's such a blessing. It's such a beautiful sport. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving a special shout out to another pilot who was an ex-Ferrari pilot and a legendary driver, a beautiful driver, who has paved a way for many. He may not be in the same section as Michael Schumacher or Ayrton Senna, but he's up there. He's up there. He was a very elite driver, so I'm gonna give him a very special shout out and show him lots of love at the end of this video. So bear with me, and I'm gonna go through my reaction with Ferrari and where will we be tomorrow. Where will we be starting from for our two boys, Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc? This qualifying was much better for us because, like I said, we ended up at I think it was 6th or 7th that we ended up at in the last free practice number 3. So it was really rough. The car looked rough, and Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz were really worried about the race pace. We just were not fast enough on the straight lines, and nothing was just not going good for us, right? We were not struggling in that sense where we were bottom 10th, but we were still struggling as a top team, right? We're like alongside Mercedes and Red Bull. We should be on the top. We should have been at least 4th or 5th, or even better, 3rd and 4th, right? So our official results for tomorrow, and we will be starting at 3 and 4. I think it's Charles Leclerc at P3 and Carlos Sainz at P4. Really excited. I cannot express how excited I am. It's not that bad, but it's 1 and 2 for Verstappen and Sergio Perez, and it's gonna be really interesting. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I cannot explain how excited I am for this. You have number 2 and 3, so you have Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc. It's gonna be a crazy race. It's gonna be crazy race. Like, this is a movie type of race right here. This is gonna go in Netflix. A lot of people. I know a lot of the new fans are coming from Drive to Survive from that Netflix show. So I know like they're shooting the season 4 for this year. So if they finish shooting tomorrow, that means it's gonna take a lot of time for editing. So it's gonna be maybe dropped, like the season 4 will be out by 2023 in the maybe January, February. So this race is just, it's perfect. You know, you have Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez locked in for that second, fighting for that second position in the Drivers' Championship. And now for the starting grid tomorrow, you have Sergio Perez at number 2 at P2, and you have Charles Leclerc at P3 right behind him. It's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait. I know that deep down, I will not be able to sleep tonight. This race is gonna be really, really interesting. And yes, it was really, really a good qualifying for us. The car looked much, much better for the qualies. I think we still need a little bit more work, to be honest. Like personally, I think we need just a little bit of more work for the car and the speed. I just was not just satisfied for the speed. I think we just need a little bit more, and we need to just kick it up a notch. But so far the car looked good, and we saw some good improvement. And now it's race day, and here we go. And I'm gonna be making a video tomorrow and Sunday. Here we come. This is all I have to say about the qualies. I don't think there's anything more else to say about Ferrari. I already told you guys my reasonings. I told you guys what I think, and now it's all up to Sunday. Now it's all Sunday. Enough of my talks. I'm done with the talking. Now it's all car. It's all racing, and then at the end of the race, I'm gonna give you guys my reaction, like I always do. Now, when I said I was going to give a special shout out to this driver who is going to be retiring, I think everybody knows who I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going to take too long here, but I want to say thank you very much, danke, to Sebastian Vettel, who will be retiring tomorrow. It's going to be his last ever race in his career, and I'm so emotional. Like, this weekend for me has been so emotional. We're going to be losing Sebastian Vettel, who's going to be retiring, Daniel Ricciardo, who will not be extending his contract with McLaren. Like, McLaren decided to take Oscar Piastri over Daniel Ricciardo. Mick Schumacher, like I said in the other video, I made a video about Mick Schumacher, who will not be on the grid next year as well. And we're going to be losing Nicholas Latifi. So it's going to be an emotional race tomorrow. We're going to be losing 4 pilots tomorrow. So, but I think most of our emphasis goes on Sebastian Vettel, since, you know, he's going to be retiring, and the other pilots will be maybe joining other leagues, like maybe not in Formula, but maybe they will go to Formula E, maybe they will go to IndyCar. I don't know where they will go. It's going to be interesting to see where they go, but they will still be racing. You know, like, they're not really retiring. Maybe some of them are going to become Formula One, like they're going to stay in Formula, but they're just going to be like reserve drivers, you know. But yeah, Sebastian Vettel, like this weekend, like I thought I could be able to you know, take this emotions, you know, control myself. But just seeing Sebastian Vettel, I've been seeing him since I was 10 years old, since I was 10, 11, 12, and now I'm 18 years old, and now he's retiring. You know, I was a young kid when I started watching him. Now I'm basically, like, now I'm a grown man. So it's just I don't know how to explain properly. It's just, I think the Formula fans, like the Formula fans, know how much emotions that, you know, I have, and a lot of the other Formula fans I have, because I've been seeing on Instagram, all the Formula fans are just showing so much love, so much support to Sebastian Vettel. A lot of them are going through emotions. You know, it's sad but happy. We're happy that we have been able to watch his greatness, but we're sad because we will not be able to watch him again. And his charisma, his smile, he was different, man. He always has this positive energy, always happy, always showing support as well to the younger pilots as well. You know, he, like, when Sebastian Vettel was a rookie and he came into F1, Michael Schumacher took him under his wing. And now, in the last 2 years, Sebastian Vettel took his son, Michael's son, Mick Schumacher, under his wing. So it was just beautiful. It's much more than racing. It's much more than the track, and it's much more than the car itself. It's about humanity. It's about sportsmanship. It's about life in general, you know. So Sebastian Vettel was just a great lad, you know, so much charisma, so much positivity, always smiling, always had fun, and he always showed so much love to the fans as well. Like I remember this one incident where he literally gave his cap away to a fan who asked him where he got his cap from. Obviously, that fan was looking towards buying the cap himself. You know, he wasn't asking for the cap of Sebastian Vettel, but Vettel gave him his cap, and that's something that really stick with me. But so many moments in his career where um, he always took care of people and always such a blessing as a person, and always so happy. Such a humble guy, down to earth. So that's all I have to say. And Sebastian Vettel's result came in at P9, which is awesome, you know, knowing that he's driving for a struggling car with the Aston Martin. They haven't had the best of performances this year, so putting that car at P9 is amazing, and it just shows how great Sebastian Vettel truly is. So it's really just for that, and I think I will be making tomorrow another video on Sebastian Vettel and properly giving him a send off, and you know, listing everything he has. So I really am gonna be looking at Sebastian Vettel's race with the open heart, with the sorry, not an open heart, but a really deceiving heart, with a heavy heart. Maybe some emotions. Maybe I'm gonna be speechless. I won't know what to say. But yes, that's really just what I have to say about Sebastian Vettel. I'm really excited for the race tomorrow. There's gonna be so much emotions, especially for Sebastian Vettel. It's gonna be his night tomorrow. I think I'm more. To be honest, I think I'm more excited for the end of the race, just to see how much support and how much love and all these people will come out for Sebastian Vettel, and they will probably have a whole ceremony for Sebastian Vettel and a proper send off. So I'm really excited for that. You know, I think like it's the first time after a lot, like I think it's the first time ever where I'm like, you know, like truly like more excited for the post race than the race itself. You know, obviously it's racing, and I love F1 with the bottom of my heart. Like that's really like my passion. Um, but tomorrow is just it's different. You know, it's a different cause. You know, it's much more of a how do we say, it's much more importance for the post race. You know, it's much more than a race. It's much more for the team. It's a great human that we're sending off tomorrow. So I'm rooting for Sebastian Vettel tomorrow, and I hope nothing but the best for our Ferrari boys. So see you guys tomorrow at the race. I'll be making a video tomorrow on Sunday. So see you guys tomorrow. I hope y'all have a great night. So take care of yourselves, and I'm out, people. So take care.